Morning folks, I'm Johan de Brutto at Chatran Mounted Combat and Bushcraft. This here is Burek, my buddy for the day. Welcome, enjoy, and we'll be back with you right now. Come. Burek and myself is out for our early morning run. We did about 10k so far. We have another 10k's or so to go. And we'll have a look at the kit that we're using when we're riding like now. When we are just exercising like we are at the moment, we're not carrying a lot of equipment. I've got my phone pouch, pistol pouch, camelback in the back for some water. Our fire kit is in there as well. And then you'll see we've got our saddlebags. Nothing heavy in there at the moment. Fire starting equipment, dry t-shirt. That's about that. All we need for a morning exercise. When we get back to camp, we look at packing more equipment for staying out for a longer period of time on horseback. Be back. Okay, we are back at the yard. We've did our morning run. Let's quickly have a look at the equipment that we've used today. As I mentioned while we were out there as well, this was a training morning for us. So it was not a session where we actually planned to do an overnighter. We were not actually planning to prepare food or to catch food, but we had a few items in any case. If we look at the items on our horse, on Burek, there's his bridle. Nothing fancy about that. We've used a light pad this morning, not very thick, and you can include extra padding if you want to, or take it out. So a very light, very breathable little pad that we used this morning. We added our saddlebags, and in the saddlebags we have a dry shirt and we have some fire equipment. Mostly we've just added some weight. The reason for that is while we're doing an exercise in the morning, we're trying to get used to the equipment that we're using. The only way that you're going to do that is by using the equipment. So therefore we took the saddlebags even though we didn't need them, just so that we can get used to them. And then we had a couple of treats for Burek, and we used our Liversage endurance saddle for this practice this morning. If you look at the equipment that I was carrying on my back, this is a camelback carrying 2.5 liters of water in here, so plenty of water. I've got an extra jacket, lightweight jacket here on the outside, and on the inside I simply have, there's a energy bar for the road, box of matches, 3 balls of cotton wool for helping to start fires if we wanted to do that. We've got a big fire lighter with some leather wrapped around there to stop this trigger from pushing down and letting all our gas escape. And we have a small little space blanket. This is about a 1.2 by 1.2 meters, so not very big. Again, we're not planning to stay overnight. This is just if you need it. And then we have this little box. In this we have a fishing kit. There's some hooks, some weights. It's probably about 30 meters of braided line in there that we can use for cordage, that you can use for fishing, that we can use for trapping, etc, etc. So again, that's in there. And that was the kit that we were carrying. On my belt I have my pistol as usual. I have a pouch for my iPhone if I needed to use that. We're using it to film at the moment, so that's where it is at the moment. And then on this side I have my skinning knife, and I have my Leatherman wave. On my arm I have a Garmin GPS. We use this when we practice. It gets you into the mindset of realizing how far you've traveled. Gets you into the mindset of realizing how fast you are traveling. So I use this to look how far we traveled, how fast we are traveling. And when we are traveling, I usually don't use my GPS. But by then I've made the calculations already, and when we're traveling I can automatically extrapolate to where I'm going, how long it's going to take, and how long it's going to take me to get there. Okay folks, remember, when we talk about being prepared, we're not only talking about the stuff that we are putting in our packs. We're also talking about how we prepare to do the action that we're busy preparing for. Not only the equipment that we're going to use to perform that action. What I'm meaning by that is, if I want to trek with my horse for 50 kilometers with my camping equipment, my horse has got to be fit. I've got to be fit. My horse has got to be used to carrying the saddlebags and the blanket roll and everything else. He's got to be used to carrying me. I have to be fit when I want to do that. So always remember, preparation starts with physical preparation. We have to physically prepare ourselves before we can do those tricks. And part of that physical preparation is using the equipment that you're planning to use. Use the backpack that you're planning to use the saddle that you're planning to use the saddlebags that you're planning to use. No use leaving that stuff in the shed on the day that you want to go trekking, then you pack it up. You have to practice before the time. I hope that helps. I hope it teaches you something. Any questions and comments, please leave them below. Like